there's the Tibetan monastery we saw spilled all over the ravine. I have to say, it looks much better erect than wrecked.
Hello, welcome back. Let's play the Journeyman Project 3 Legacy of Time. It's been a little while, but we are back in the Tibetan monastery, and much like Arthur said, it does look better erect than wrecked. Those eyes may look familiar to some. We've seen them before on murals in Atlantis. And you'll notice there's two parts of the monastery. This is where we were before, this little gatehouse, bridge house here. And this was the bridge that we climbed down into the ravine, which had filled with snow and these buildings from across the temple. And this is, I believe this is the building we actually climbed through. And, well, we will be getting to those places later. What we actually want is accessible from down here. So, let's see, what does Arthur want to...
Here, Swiss Miss grows only the finest hot chocolate beans.
All right. And we can see there's a pilgrim here.
In all likelihood, that human roadblock is a Buddhist pilgrim, and from his ragged appearance, he endured a difficult journey to reach this place. The pilgrim seems overwhelmed with reverence. Maybe he saw you coming and thinks that you're the great chameleon god, descended from the heavens. Tell him that you demand a large sacrifice of bugs and insects. That pilgrim is either deep in prayer or he's just eaten a whole bunch of turkey. Either way, it might be a good idea if you captured his image with the chameleon device while he's not looking.
So this is our convenient disguise for this time zone.
Gage, you're wearing a time suit. Do you see a problem here?
Oh, there we go. Come on, there we go.
That white lawn ornament beside the path is called a chorten. It's a sacred monument that marks a path to a holy place. According to religious lore, sacred items or the remains of holy people are placed within them.
All right, let's take the Shorten Road then. Follow the Shorten Brick Road. Follow the Shorten Brick Road.
Come to think of it, that temple building across the ravine looks as if it was built in the shape of a giant chorten. Or maybe I'm being terribly Freudian.
Oh, let's cross this rickety little bridge. Now, this stuff I'll leave for later. But you can see they have yaks here. And Tibetan monasteries would have used yaks to, they're vegetarian, so they aren't eating the yaks. But they would still, they can use their milk to make butter and such, their fur for clothing, etc., etc. And we'll kind of hit some of this stuff up as we come back this way. But now we can kind of get a look at the monastery. And actually a fun fact here. So in order to get into the upper level of Shangri-La, you have to provide a silk cloth to the guard here, or really any sort of donation to get in, to show that you're serious about this. However, this here actually goes to a what you may call it, like a geothermal vent system that you can walk around in. You can actually use that, I believe. I feel like I remember like I did it once, but you can actually use that to get to the upper level and not ever have to pay the guard silk. I don't know, maybe we'll do that. Keep the silk for, put it in a museum or something. It's not like these guys will need it after tomorrow. All right. What do you got to say, Arthur?
Now, this is interesting. The walls on this building are partly made of a slightly translucent paper to allow sun to pass through. It reminds me of a greenhouse. A greenhouse in the Himalayas? Isn't that like looking for an ice needle in a butter haystack on a very hot day? I don't think I've quite mastered this simile thing yet.
It's okay, you'll get it, Arthur. And we'll actually switch over to the pilgrim here. And we can see they actually have trees and plants growing here, which is amazing because it seems like this place would have nothing growing here, being the frigid wasteland that it is. Hey, another Jordan. Anyways, let's go inside and introduce ourselves to the locals. Oh, what do you got to say, Arthur?
Ask him some questions, Gage. Ask him if he knows his slip is showing.
Well, we will take his guys.
Gosh, Keith Richards hasn't changed at all.
Ah, a new face on the mountain. I am Imul, keeper of the greenhouse and the shrine.
Tell me about the greenhouse.
Gladly, traveler. To sustain the brothers of our order, we grow our own food. Heat from tunnels below the monastery sustains the crops and even allows the wishing tree to thrive.
Where are these steam tunnels?
A system of steam tunnels run underneath the monastery and taps into natural hot springs deep in the mountain. They were built long ago to bring heat to our monastery and to this greenhouse so we could grow our own food.
What is the wishing tree?
The tree at the center of the greenhouse is the wishing tree. It is very old and sacred. The fruit it bears is a treasure and believed to grant longevity. However, the tree has been sick lately. I think the roots may have been afflicted.
What's wrong with the roots?
I don't know what to do. The tree should have grown fruit weeks ago. I went into the tunnels to inspect the roots, and I had found that they were rotting and sickly. I fear that the tree may die.
What kind of crops do you grow?
Oh, we grew a wide variety of vegetables here. But unfortunately, the crops have been suffering lately. I am sorry, but my cold seems to be getting worse.
How did you catch your cold?
I have not been able to give the Praetors their offering. I know that is why the crops are dying. The hungry spirits have been offended. They have blamed me for my failure and given me this cold.
Who are the Praetors?
One of the 6 realms of unenlightenment is the realm of the Praetors. Tortured spirits, damned for gluttony in previous lives. These ghosts live in our world, constantly tantalized by material possessions. They suffer, for they can never satisfy their hungers. It is the duty of our brotherhood to alleviate all sufferings, even the suffering of the Praetors.
Tell me about the shrine.
The shrine for the Praetors' realm, the hungry spirit, is in this greenhouse. I am charged with making offerings to the ravenous spirits to appease them.
Can you tell me what sort of offerings you make?
If you make offerings to the Praetors, you will prosper. If you offend them or hurt the earth, they will punish you. We appease the Praetors by offering the spiritual food.
Tell me about the spiritual fruit.
The wishing tree at the center of the garden bears a rare fruit that I offer to the Praetors' shrine.
Goodbye.
Farewell, new friend. I hope to talk more with you later.
Aw, it sucks that you all are going to die in like 24 hours. Anyway, so yeah, this is a greenhouse where they grow, okay, I guess they do have these plants around the outside, but the tree is what grows the spiritual fruit. And you'll notice there's actually a platform here. And we can go up it. And there's some items left on it.
Hey, I've been looking for a knife like that. Let's try and find another one and play Klingon Blood Challenge. Kapach! That means Fraidy Cat. You better take that knife, Gage. You never know when we're gonna have to butter some curved toast. That looks like a map of this monastery. It seems to indicate that there are tunnels underneath the buildings. You're asking me if you should take the map? You know, you never admit when you're lost.
So yes, we will take the knife, which hopefully... There we go. Object analysis. Item, garden knife. Date found 14th of April, 1219 AD. Location, Himalayan mountains. A small curved blade primarily used to prune vegetation. And then we have the map. Object analysis. Item, tunnel map. Date found 14th of April, 1219 AD. Location, Himalayan mountains. This colorful cloth has an intricately woven map design that shows a network of underground tunnels. And actually, in order to use this, actually, I think we just... Nope. Maybe? No. Okay, we do drag it onto the screen. But you can drag it onto the screen, and you can actually read the map. And it shows the tunnels underneath. So these are the 3 geothermal vents that they get their heat from, and which makes this greenhouse possible. You'll see one vent and just entirely feeds into the greenhouse here. And this here is actually that grate we were by earlier. I guess they must use it for bathing or something. I mean, that's the impression I get. It looks kind of like a water slide, but... And you'll see there's 2 more. We have the hell room there. And then these are the other buildings. So this is the shrine in the shape of the giant Shorten. And actually on this, you can see the eyes a little bit better. Don't worry, we'll get a better look at them. And then this is the temple that we were in originally that was broken in the ravine. And you'll notice some Buddhist iconography along the top there. I'm not super familiar with Buddhism, so... I mean, most of my knowledge actually comes from this game, so I couldn't tell you what any of this stuff is, but, and then, there we go. So we can unzoom the map. So we now have what we came here for, as now we will have a means of, whatchamacallit, of cutting the rope. However, there is one more thing I want to get while we're traveling through time. So let's go back to Atlantis, actually. I figure this is going to be a really short episode anyway, so we can at least make it a little bit longer. I believe we can take a ferry out of here. I mean, we'd have to, right? Can we? Shoot, I'm trying to remember how we actually get out of here. Because I thought we could just... Do we have to climb all the way back down? Maybe. Alright, I guess in that case, let's close the grate again. You'll notice we still have our triumphant music for hitting the Galeth. Alright. I don't know, it's really weird when this staircase is like open, it kind of blocks off this back area. you actually do have to get out of here. So maybe it just wasn't letting us climb back out the tunnel before. Well, now it's actually been a little while. I mean, obviously it's been a little while since I've played this, since I'm confused. But I do know that there is a way out of this temple. And since we can't get out that way, then logically we have to get out this way. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, so it does actually not activate this hot point until after you get the Gale. That's interesting. All right. Where's the... Thought it was... Oh, okay, there we go. All right, let's close that. And if you really want to, you can go back to the... Actually, we will be going back to the temple. We'll be going to a few places just to get some Easter eggs, because now we have the disguise of Saros, which generally won't get us too far, like Amun. Was that his name? The Windmill Keeper won't react. He won't react, I don't think. Obviously, the prisoner, the captain on the ship, won't react to this, but and the Potter can't react. The beggar can't react because he's going to be gone, as you'll see.
Ah, where would you like to go?
The dock.
The dock.
That will be 10 Dramoy, please.
So yeah, we're Elliot Sinclair right now. But the olive oil vendor and the guard do have unique reactions to Saros / Elliot Sinclair. I really wish we could just swim across. It's like, it's just right there. We could save ourselves 10 Dramoy. Oh well.
All right, we've arrived. Thank you for your business, eh?
All right. So let's go on up. And let's go back to, if you go back to where the beggar used to be, you'll see that he's gone.
Looks like Padros left to fulfill his part of the Underground's plan. And it also looks like he left his bowl.
I feel really bad for him. Like, we're probably the reason that they failed so miserably and only Sinclair got out alive, is because Padros thinks he's already talked to the captain, but the captain is still chained to the deck of the ship. No one's, if you go out there, no one's actually come to free him. So, you know, obviously he's not there to pilot the ship because he doesn't have a clue what's going on. And he also gave all his money to us because he was thinking he wasn't going to need it. He's going to get out of here right away. So we've kind of just royally fucked them, which is probably why only Saros survived. Imagine if Padros had survived as well and also had a chance to commune with the Galeth. Given how selfless he was, I have no doubt the Galeth would have bestowed long life on him, and it's possible he could have kept Sinclair from getting as xenophobic as he did. And just think of, you know, how many advances Sinclair must have contributed over his lifetime, because he obviously served a long time as a scientist, presumably under different identities. Maybe he was Leonardo da Vinci, and we've been in his studio. But imagine if we had two of them, and Padros' vision could have returned too, with the healing powers of the Galeth.
Ah, where to now, huh?
potter's shop.
That will be 10 dromoi.
Alright, so we will visit the olive oil vendor because Potter is. Well, you can turn the Potter's pots too, I suppose. You know, make it a little less likely that his final hours are gonna suck. That's weird.
Here it is. Oh, hey, take care now, huh?
There we go. So we'll just quick go in here and turn his pots. We can also get more clay. Maybe. I don't know if it'll actually let me get more clay. No, because we still have the medallion. Come on. It's really finicky playing this on a touchpad. There we go. We've turned the Potter's pots. So hopefully they won't crack and he'll be able to enjoy himself at the festival because he deserves to enjoy his last hours. And now we can visit the olive oil vendor. Squish, squish.
Great Aunt Mother, my eyes are not worthy to look upon you.
Yeah, so she recognizes you as a Templar or priest or whatever they're called. I forget, it's been a couple weeks since I last recorded. But, yep. So, I think she's mentioned she's only seen one once from a distance. And I'm assuming that was Saros, considering how, I believe Amun said straying from the temple grounds for the Templars wasn't permitted.
Ah, back again, I see. Where to this time?
The temple.
I can take you there for 10 dromoi.
You are going to be a very rich man before you die. Like, I don't know what things cost, but he's going to have a lot of dromoi.
Okay, Rena. Be careful getting out of the boat.
All right, now we can talk to the temple guard. Hello.
Forgive me, Your Holiness, but you must enter the temple grounds immediately. Quickly, Saros, before your brethren see you out here. I will open the lock for you.
So now we don't even need the medallion. With this, guys, we can we can just go right in. And it's obvious that Saros does this on occasion because it seems like he knows. He's like, oh, really, again?
Okay, the lock is draining. Let's go now.
So the guard's in on it, which I appreciate that he's willing to cover for Saros, considering the trouble he could get in for doing this. There we go. Now we're gonna get some grainy drinks. now we can reopen the water supply so they can have a continuous. Well, actually, the water won't be. They won't get any more new holy water because we took the Gala. And you'll notice the stairs are mysteriously closed now. So that was like a one-time gig, I guess? I don't know. I don't know how stairs work, honestly. But we can, Alms Bowl. I don't think I read that. Object analysis, Alms Bowl. Date found, 5th of October, 1262 BC, location Mediterranean Sea. Trace levels of copper indicate that this worn wooden container has been used as a receptacle to hold Atlantean coins. The bowl is currently empty. Alright, so what we will do here is we will use the gaff to reopen the water supply here. God, that... Like, just seeing the reflection of... I presume this is a reflection of the ceiling and not, like, actually what's under there. Although maybe it's what's under there. But, it's just so pretty. So now with the water restored, we can be guilt-free about this place. We've done as much good as we can to offset all the meddling we did. And next time, we will return to El-Dorado and we will finish off El-Dorado. But until then, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time and stay safe out there. And we'll see you then.